Hey guys, welcome to your new moon in Virgo video for August 2025. We are currently experiencing a new moon, and as you know, if you've been following Rocky Rider's shop, we have our new moon calendar with intention prompts every single new moon. This month for the Virgo new moon, our intention prompt is I receive mental clarity that contributes to my progress. Again, that intention prompt is I receive mental clarity that contributes to my progress. We are basically just entering into Virgo season, which starts today, August 22nd, 2025. And the new moon, if you would like to start setting your intentions for the new moon, will be tomorrow, August 23rd, 2025. So I will be posting the Virgo new moon intention prompt and calendar um, between today and tomorrow, but the whole entire calendar is available on RockyWriterShop.com for free. No strings attached. You could download the calendar for the entire 2025 to 2026 astrological new year. So we're going to get into our new moon reading for the Virgo new moon. We're going to pull one card from this Egyptian star oracle deck, and then we're going to pull a few cards from this tarot deck and see what messages we encounter. We have Tepia Subdet. It says predecessor of Subdet. And the card message is destruction of chaos. Oh, that's a good one. Destroying chaos. I'm just gonna pull some tarot so I get the shuffling out of the way. And then we're gonna we're gonna read more about what this card, oh no, about what this card, I got it, just go. About what this, we're gonna read more about what this card means, what this card is saying to us. This is for the Virgo new moon. You can start setting your intentions and you're doing your intention, your affirmations and rituals, whatever it is that you do for the new moon, starting today, even though the new moon is tomorrow. But you have the window of today, tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow to tap into that new moon energy and to catch a vibe off of that new moon energy. So for the new moon, it represents new beginnings. It's a blank canvas of being able to manifest things for the benefit of what you are trying to accomplish, either for the month or just in your life path in general. I'm spending a lot of time shuffling today. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have this card here. I don't know what that is exactly. Looks like some type of leopard or something like that. He's interacting with a snake with a feather in his hand. And the card number is 35, so let's see what the guidebook has to say. Transliteration, Tepia Sopdet. Predecessor of Sopdet, Egyptian names, pious, well, I can't pronounce that. Egyptian calendar dates, it's there, the can group Sopdet, minerals, ebony, wood, and gold. So it says card meaning. Destruction of chaos. Having Tepia Sopdet appear in a reading is incredibly fortunate, as it means your path ahead will be clear of obstacles and you will be able to easily accomplish your goals. This card represents a house that has been put in order and may indicate a need for cleaning daily or at least some time devoted to organization. This is perfect for Virgo season because that's what, it's not what Virgo season is all about, but it's heavily what Virgo season inspires, organization and things of that nature. If you find that chaos and drama follow you wherever you go, this card is an invitation to look at your circumstances and see that perhaps the chaos plaguing your life is actually inside of you. History. The predecessor of Sopdet may be viewed as a deity that needs to clean house before the arrival of an important guest. Tepia Sopdet is the first of the Sopdet group of decans, and she shares a measure of power from her powerful namesake. The decans week in the Egyptian calendar climaxes with the going forth of Ra, a day that would be like the arrival of the one who will set everything right at the defender of Mat. One of Ra's functions is to destroy Apep, the demon of chaos. As is often the case, Ra does not usually do the dirty work himself, but instructs one of his many manifestations to carry out the task. In this case, it is the aspect of Ra as the cat goddess Bast, who is responsible for destroying Apep, the snake with the feather of truth in her as her weapon, and you see that here. So Ra manifested through Bastet, being used to destroy Ra's enemies or destroy the whoever's bringing chaos. Text 118 and 119 on Mesheti's coffin suggests that the predecessor decans were the first to blaze the path into heaven that was followed by the deceased, the other primordial gods, and Set after he was defeated by Horus. The texts say, on the high road, which is ignored by men, on which the gods cannot walk, on which the predecessors walked, who showed the path to the great god Shu. On this highway, the one that set the ox's foreleg did not come down from after the fight with Horus. On this path will I walk. And then here's a ritual prompt. In ritual work, the Naos of the decades says Tepia Sopdet is the one who saves Ra from Apep. On the sandbank of the east. This is a direct reference to the Decan as the defender of truth and the destroyer of chaos. You can call upon Tepia Subdep to help remove chaos from your life and to encourage truth and honesty from those around you. For detailed information on how to perform the ritual to invoke this Decan, use the card and refer to the instructions beginning on page 21. So just to summarize this again, even though it was pretty straightforward, but just to summarize that, if you are experiencing some chaos in your life or in a or some type of sensation where you feel like no matter how much you try to organize things for the better for you, things keep on becoming disorganized or you're not getting the results that you desire, this deity is one that you can invoke in order to have clarity on how to keep your life as organized as you want it. And it for the new moon, if you would like a ritual prompt, here is one to help you invoke this deity. So again, you can use the name Ra, you can use the name Bast, or you can use whatever deity you are most comfortable with to channel, again, the same energy of protection against disorganization and chaos. But here's a ritual prompt, and again, you can substitute the name with whatever deity you are most comfortable with. So, rituals to invoke the decans. Each decan can be called upon for different uses, guidance or assistance. Details on the specific traits of each decan is written in their card information. Once you have chosen which decan you would like to approach, you can use the tools below to invoke them through ritual work. To perform a ritual invocation of a decanal god, there are 4 basic tools you will need. The mineral used to connect with the decanal god. This one was, I think it said ebony wood and gold, or gold. A card with the decan's name written in hieroglyphics, or you could just write the name, which again, you can write whatever deity name you are most comfortable with. This decan's name is Tepia Subdet. You can write Ra, or again, whatever. You can write Horus. You can write whatever deity name you are most comfortable with. So a card with the decan's name written in hieroglyphics, an offering to the decanal god, and the spell to invoke the decanal god. So we're going to go over a spell here that they provide for us. Most Egyptian gold contained high amounts of silver and some copper. Modern ritual magicians can easily and cheaply find gold with the same chemical composition as the ancients by utilizing gold with purity between 10 and 20 carats. The offering should be placed on the table. They give us offering ideas here. The offering should be placed on the table or the altar where you are performing the ritual. After the ritual is over, consume the offering. In this way, you are communing with the god, and they are eating and drinking through you. Incense as an offering can be burned during the ritual as well. Offerings appropriate for all decans include beer and bread, wine, beef and poultry, figs, grapes, tiger nuts, salt, aka natron, incense, alabaster, and linen. And again, just to summarize this, so you would have whatever offerings you would have the card name and whatever offering you would put there, and then you would basically just have it as an offering for the deity. You would invoke the deity, and then you would eat it yourself as the deity in order to encourage them to do whatever we are talking about today, which is removing the chaos from life. So it says you can create your own spell to invoke the decans, and there are plenty available on the internet, or you can use this one. Once again, you can substitute the name here. You can use Amun or Atum, or you can use the deity we're using, Tepia Subdet, or you can use Ra, you can use Horus, you can use whatever deity you're most comfortable with. Hail to you, Atum, you who made the sky and created the universe, who came forth from nothing and formed the gods. Hail to you, lords of pure offerings, whose thrones are secret. Hail to you, lords of eternity, whose names are hidden. You could screenshot this too if you'd like it. Hail to you, lords of eternity, whose names are hidden, whose shrines are secret, and whose place name is unknown. Hail to you, gods who encircle the night sky, you gods in the west, along with the 9 gods of the lower sky. I have come to you, pure, divine, spiritualized, strong, ensouled, and mighty. I have brought you natron and incense. I have come so that I may expel the evil that is in my heart. I have brought you that which is good. I have celebrated truth for you. I know you. I know your names. I know your shapes, which were unknown, and your modes of being. Now I occupy your seat, which is upon earth. And you can screenshot this as well. I bring up your children, I strengthen your gate, I set up your doors and build your altars. Upon the altar, I lay your invocation offerings of bread and beer, oxen and fowl. Awake for this, your warm bread that I have prepared for you. Your 1,000 of bread, your 1,000 of beer, your 1,000 of oxen, your 1,000 of poultry, your 1,000 of figs, your 1,000 of earth almonds, your 1,000 of grapes. Your 1,000 of alabaster, your 1,000 of linen, your joints of meat, and your slaughter block, your bread which is in the broad hall, awake. And so that's our Egyptian oracle invocation. And just to give you a little bit more guidance on what you can be setting your intentions for this Virgo new moon, we're going to look at these 3 tarot cards. So we have here the 4 of coins, which represents keeping your business to yourself, not necessarily sharing your plans with those around you, but being more private. And we're going to go through this book to see exactly what the guidebook is saying this card means, or this card is saying to us. Conservatism and security. A woman looks at the door expectantly. She has her cowrie shells tucked behind her back. Her shells hold the energy of earthly stability and security. This energy is different from being secure and stable in yourself. While we all want to live comfortably, material comfort and gain should not come at the expense of others. The 4 of coins warns of becoming fixated on earthly wealth and prosperity. When you have a one-track mind around financial concerns, it's easy to become disconnected from what is truly important in life. While having savings put away for a rainy day is necessary and wise, make sure you are not operating from a scarcity mindset. A scarcity mindset is fear-rooted in believing and acting from the idea that there will never be enough. The goal is to walk in the world carrying an abundance mindset, having gratitude while knowing that there is more than enough to go around. Understand that giving and receiving are not separate entities. A balancing act requires being able to receive when you give and being able to pay it forward when you graciously receive. In Yang, this card represents financial security, living within your means, and solid budgeting. And in Yin, this card represents scarcity mindset, possessiveness, extreme, conservatism with money, hoarding, being controlling or clingy in your behavior. And just to align with the energy of this card, there's a message that there's a prompt to financially support something you believe in. That's the 4 of coins. Next, we have the 4 of knives. This card represents resting and being at a place of calming down and finding peace. Let's see what the guidebook is saying here. Four of Knives represents renewal and rest. A man sits comfortably reading and indulging in a charcuterie board. Rest is revolutionary. Rest is revolutionary. So make time to quiet your mind. Doing can be a difficult habit to break in our capitalistic world. Our need to for instant gratification makes it hard to step off of the hamster wheel. Take time to step away from the external and focus on the internal. The Four of Knives reminds us of the necessity of solitude, asking us to clear blockages that are preventing inner peace. Be still and allow to surface that which needs to be shed because you have grown. It is time to retreat from the hustle. You need and deserve a break to recoup. In Yang, this card represents well needed rest for mind, body, and soul, recentering, sanctuary, quiet, and preparation. And in Yin, this card represents isolation, loneliness, exhaustion, rejection, misunderstanding. Ask yourself what your immediate priority is and set aside everything else. When the immediate tasks are handled, take a break and then begin the next priority. Last but not least, we have the Three of Wands. This card represents entrepreneurial connections and networking opportunities that are enjoyable and fun and successful. Let's see what the guidebook is saying to us about this card. Expansion and foresight. Card description. 3 women lean against a fence, blowing bubbles. The Three of Wands is a card of peace, symbolizes trusting in the universe while pausing to detach from the material realms to gain perspective. The women are off the beaten path, hoping to discover all the opportunities that await. This card encourages manifesting, speaking your dreams, plans, and needs to the universe. Tap into your vision for your world and push past any limitations you have placed on your design for the future. Explore all the possibilities. Your thoughts and interactions are an energy exchange between you and the cosmos. Everything is connected. Honor that network. In Yang, this card represents grounding and stability, actively choosing not to rush, trust mentality, and in alignment. And in Yin, this card represents a scarcity mindset again, debt, delays, being ungrounded, and emotional instability. The prompt here or the advice here is to take the scenic route. So just to summarize everything that we spoke about in this live video today, we have the god Tepi Asaptet, which represents destroying chaos and destroying blockages to us being our most organized self, manifesting what it is that we desire for our soul path or for our businesses or success or whatever the case might be. So in destroying chaos, this allows us the opportunity, number one, we're given the advice to put away anything that is keeping us in a mindset of scarcity or making us feel fear that things will not work out, anything that is making us feel as though we have to hoard or we have to have an impoverished mindset, any fear-based mentality or thoughts that make us feel as though we have to work extra hard in order to accomplish things. It's basically encouraging us today to put that type of thinking aside and to invoke this energy to destroy any chaos that would keep us in a scarcity mindset or keep us in a fear-based mindset. The cards also mentioned not necessarily sharing too much information with those who may be putting negative energy on your plans and on your hopes, dreams, wishes, aspirations, etc. Then we also have this card that represents resting. So once you invoke this energy of destroying the chaos that is around you, you can still manifest your goals without working so hard. And so therefore you can tap into a restful mindset and also tap into this energy of knowing that you can manifest whatever it is that you desire without, once again, working too hard, exerting too much energy, or just doing way too much. So that's what I have for you. Enjoy the Virgo new moon, and I'll see you in 2 weeks for the full moon reading. Once again, rockyridershop.com for the entire decanal calendar, for the new moon calendar, for the Virgo new moon, as well as for all of the zodiac sign seasons. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video.